Hi, my name is Gala Jovanovic. I'm a ballet dancer. I come from Belgrad, Serbia, but I dance in the Wiener Staatsoper in Austria. I was very young. It was back in Serbia. I was 4. My mother brought me to a ballet class just as a hobby, and I must say I didn't like it from the beginning on, but the more I did, the more I discovered the passion for it. And it was quite interesting because the teachers were saying that I'm not talented and that I will not succeed and that it's not for me. And year by year, I got like a certificate at the end of this little school that I went, that I was the most upgraded in a sense of I upgraded myself from being completely untalented to being very talented for the upcoming job I will do. And I chose Vienna because I've heard a lot about it. It's a cultural center, and the culture here is very well respected and it's on the high level. I came here for the school. I didn't know I was going to join the company. So with 16 I left Belgrade and came here and entered the school. Before that I sent the VCR tape and the director accepted me and in the school. And I started the school here. It's 7th grade, and the next year in the 8th and the last final year I did like a little performance in December. The director of Volksoper, he saw me in this performance and he immediately contacted me to come and to join Volksopera's theater class as a trying out as a student. And this was of course very exciting because to see how it's to work in the company, to see the older dancers, to experience something new, to learn from them, to be much more on stage, which is very important for the dancers, is to be as much as possible on stage and often. And started from there in February 2007. And then the director in May offered me a full contract from September, and I accepted it. I must say that I didn't go so much abroad for auditions or to try new companies out. I already liked it very much in Vienna to live and to stay here, so I decided to take the contract. I was in Volksopera. I was dancing a lot of different things like musicals, more contemporary dance, and a little bit of classical. But my very big dream was always to enter in the big house in the Vienna State Opera. So I was dancing for 5 years in Volksopera. And then I moved into the Vienna State Opera because the director saw me in one training and he offered me the contract. So that was really like a dream come true. I was super excited, very happy, and really much looking forward to try all the repertoire that I dreamed of, from classical ballets such as Swan Lake, Sleeping Beauty, Giselle, and of course all the new modern pieces that were coming up in that years. I have had many mentors during my career. Of course in Belgrade, a teacher, Milica Bezmarevic, she was my mentor in the high school. Then I arrived here in the school. I had 2 different mentors, Galina Skuratova and Judith Sabo in the final year. And then in the Volksopera, I worked mostly with the director of the ballet of the Volksopera, Michael Kropf, and Vesna Orlic. She was my ballet master. Once I arrived in the Vienna State Opera, there I had really different mentors, meaning from the ballet director, Manuel Legris, to all the ballet masters that I worked with, Alice Neksha, Jean-Christophe Lesage, Albert Mirzoyan, Chantal Lefebvre. With them, I all worked and discovered something new about myself, which is really nice. It's not all just about talent. It's a lot about sacrifices and working and thinking a lot about it and just really loving it. the biggest sacrifice was actually leaving the hometown to come to do something that I love and that I have passion for and that I wanted to discover what I can do with it. So leaving the family and all the friends behind that I loved so much was the biggest sacrifice, I think. And then of course all the little ones, like I cannot meet with friends tonight, no, I cannot go to the sun, I cannot go to the pool, like really little ones that we always have to sacrifice in order to keep good shape and to be stable and ready to perform. I try to keep my lifestyle very healthy, meaning I eat healthy, I sleep 8 hours, sometimes more a day, because I need it. I do a lot of recovery program. Let's say like if I have a hard day of rehearsals or a performance, I put some ice on the parts that are more fragile in this moment, or I go to a good massage or to a physiotherapy. I try to do this as much as possible and frequent because this is what keeps the body in a better shape. Dance is such a big passion that it's hard to, to find another one next to it. I love music a lot, but I think that's quite connected to each other, dance and music. So yeah, I would say ballet is really my passion. I live the life I want to. I imagine to. I am happy to live. It's important to be focused, to know what you want, to follow your dream, to not give up. It's important, even if you think it's the hard day or it's the hardest day ever, it's important to not give up. It's always important to keep positive, stay focused, move forward, work on yourself, work on the steps, work on the healthy lifestyle that will make you go much more forward. I'm just inspired, and like also the passion, like it pushes me a lot front, and it's also, I think, the more mature I get now as a dancer, the more I discover the other possibilities I have in a physical way of working, and artistical, of course. It's getting more and more interesting now, in a sense of you are not, when you were younger, sometimes you're a little bit more afraid to give everything or go on stage. But now when you're older, you want to give really your best, and this fear is gone, and you just have the positive feeling before you go on stage, and you want to enjoy and show and give everything you have in that moment. So it's really different now for me than it was at the beginning of the career. So before stage, I'm full of adrenaline. I'm always thinking a few things. Why am I doing this? What for? Why am I going on stage now? How is it going to be? And then once I'm on stage, it's finished. This feeling is gone. You just do however you did it during the rehearsals or how you rehearsed, and you really enjoy and you give your maximum. And after the show is over, it's really like an uncomparable feeling to anything. I cannot compare it. You're satisfied, you're happy, you're still full of adrenaline. You cannot fall asleep until 4 in the morning because you're just still there on stage with your thoughts, and really, really happy after, if it was successful, of course. During this period of learning the new steps, we are also performing other classic repertoire that we have going on. And this is something that we learned maybe the year before or a few months ago. And this stays in your body and in your head. So it's not that hard to remember all the steps. Sometimes we do 3 or 4 different ballets in one day. So if the ballet is completely new and we never performed it, we will do it around 2.5 months until 3. And if it's the ballet we did a season before, we could do it 1.5 months before we start performing it, to put it all together. Because ballet, it's not just one person. There is a whole group, there is sequences of solos or duets with a partner, and this at some point has to be all put together like a group with a solo in front or like a duet, and this takes a little bit time. I'm getting a lot now strong roles. Let's say like this. They are very physical, and I very much enjoy them. It's always a challenge because no matter how much I'm in shape or no matter how much my condition is good, I always am tired at the end of the performance or during the performance. So one of my favorite roles are Mirta in Giselle, street dancer in Don Quixote, Rubies in Jules, second detail from Foresight, Fool's Paradise, Swan Lake, the four big swans. Yeah, there are a lot. I still sometimes can't believe, let's say, that I'm dancing in the Vienna State Opera. For me, it was always a dream, and a dream that came true, but still today I'm asking myself a question: am I really dancing in the Vienna State Opera? So I can say, yes, I'm proud where I am, but I will never give up on working on myself. It's a life dedicated profession. It makes me happy to do what I love and to achieve all the goals I have made for myself. This makes me really happy. I never knew I was going to be in the Vienna State Opera. Once I arrived in Vienna and I saw this beautiful house and watched a lot of performances, I somehow had immediately this wish of wanting to be part of this company, like Vienna State Opera. This is my passion. This has been my passion since I was 4, and it didn't die. And this is so interesting that something like this is since so many years still a passion. So it will still continue like this for some time.